bienvenidos a la clase. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so today we're gonna start going over those irregular verbs, the part that we all hate because we've got it down in our head. Okay, this is how you conjugate a verb, and then just when you think that's correct, someone throws something else at you. Today it is the irregular verbs. We're gonna start going through them, and there are quite a few of these, so hang tight. First things first, the go verbs. All right, so let's just take a little look, see, why do you think it might be called a go verb? Well, it's because in that first person singular, we have go. Typically, if you remember looking back at those present tense normal endings, if you don't remember that or you didn't watch that one first. But in the first person singular, we just have an O. In this form, if it's a go verb, you would put a go in that first person singular right here. All right? Everything else is going to be the same. So if it's an AR verb, you're going to be using the A, as, a, amos, ais, an. If it's the ER verbs, you're going to be using es, e, emos, eis, en, etc. All right? So those all stay the exact same. The only thing that changes is the go. All right, so that could be worse. It's not that horrible. Here are some examples of what we might use or might see. The first one is poner, to put or place. This one, as you can see up there at the top, we have pongo, followed by pones, pone, ponemos, pones, ponem. The rest of them stay the exact same. You see that it's just typical ER endings after that first person singular. It's the same with salir. Salir means to leave. If I have salgo, I leave. Sales is y'all leave. Sale, he leaves, she leaves, it leaves. Salemos, we leave. As you can see, like I said, after that first person singular, it stays the same, so it's not horrible. All right? So another thing to note here with hacer, this is a very important verb. We use it all of the time. It means to make or to do. We mostly use it for to do. I like to do this. So it's a very important verb to know. And it's a little bit different. If you're looking at that first person, you see it's not spelled H-A-C-G-O. It's just H-A-G-O, ago. If we had that C in there, it'd be akgo. And it'd be a little weird. It almost kind of sound like the same thing. So they just went ahead and took that C out, made it ago. After the C comes back into play, you see it has haces, hace, hacemos, haces, and hacen. All right, so it does come back. We just take it out in that very first person because Spanish is a very, how it sounds language, and they thought it doesn't sound good like that and it doesn't look good. So they went ahead and just took it on out of there. All right, those are my best examples, the most common examples you'll see, but there, of course, are many of them. All right, and if you ever hear me say, hey, it's a go verb, I'm telling you that first person is going to have a go in it, and everything else should be the same unless I say it's different. All right, some more that you'll see us talk about over the irregular verbs are tener, venir, y decir. All right, these three verbs are a little bit different. They are go verbs, but they have other differences in them, and we will be sure to cover those in the following videos. All right, have a wonderful day, and if you're in my class, be sure to be checking to see what your assignment is to cover this as well as everything else that we'll be going over today.